Okay, you should have your paper folded into 8. Okay, you want to not do it this way, you want to have it this way so you have this much room to write. Okay, might want to put your name up at the top real small right there so if you lose your paper, you can find it. All right, here we go. What is the area of the rectangle in square units? So how do we find area? Length times width. Good. So what is our length? 5, 6. What is our width? 2/9. Good. So we need to multiply 5, 6 times 2/9. Everybody write it down on their papers, please. White papers. Okay, when we're multiplying fractions, what do we do? Okay, first of all, we can see if we can cross cancel. So is there anything 5 and 9 can be divided by? Is there anything 6 and 2 can be divided by? What? 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now what? Multiply straight across. 5 times 1 equals 5. Good. 3 times 9 equals 27. Is that in simplest form? What do we ask? Can 27 be divided by 5? No, and 5 is what? Prime. So what is our answer? 5/27. Good. Okay, during a trip to a fruit farm, Kelly picked 4.5 pounds of strawberries. She gave 3/5 of the strawberries to her grandma. How many pounds of strawberries did Kelly give to her grandma? Okay, what do we need to find out? Good. What do we know? Let me straighten this out. Okay, she has 4.5 pounds of strawberry. Good. What else do we know? Okay, now she gave 3/5 of the strawberry. So immediately, how many people's brain went to, oh, she gave, we must need to subtract. Why isn't it subtraction? Yes. Yes, thank you. 3/5 of means we're finding out what 3/5 of 4 1/2 is, right? Okay, what does of tell us to do? Multiply. So what do we need to do? Here's a fraction multiplied by a mixed number. What do we need to do? Good. Change 4.5 into an improper fraction. So here we go. I need all eyes on the board. Okay. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is good. Now we can multiply, right? Okay, can 5 and 9 be divided by anything? Nope. Can 3 and 2 be divided by anything? Nope. So we need to do what now? Multiply straight across. 3 times 9 is 27. 5 times 2 is 10. Improper fraction. So what do we need to do? Yes, we need to change it back into a mixed number. Say it with me. 27. Ooh, that wasn't everybody. Again. Good. 27 divided by 10. Okay. 10 times what gives me a number close to 27? 2. 2 times 10 is 20. Subtract. Is there anything to bring down? So 7 becomes my remainder. And we're working with fractions, so 7 is my numerator and 10 is your denominator. So how many pounds of strawberry did Kelly give her grandma? 2 7/10. Good. Okay, number 3. Oh, number 3. George hiked 2 7/8 miles through a forest on Friday. He hiked 1 1/3 times as far on Sunday. Select all the equations that model how many miles George hiked on Sunday. Okay, so first of all, we need to find out what words tell us how we can find out how much he hiked on Sunday. What information are we given? Okay, 2 7/8 miles. And then I heard the word in there. Times. Tells us to do what? Multiply. So we have 2 7/8 times 1 1/3. Right? Okay, let's see if those are any of our... So that's this one, that's this one, and that's this one. So it looks like we need to solve first before we can come up with the answer. Now what have they done here? They've made it into improper fractions, so let's do that. Here we go. How do we do that? Yep, 16 plus 7 is 23, and our denominator is 8. Good. 3 times 1 is, and 3 plus 1 is, what's our denominator? You two in the front. This will need to be written on the white page in order for you to send it in. So you need to start copying. Okay, so we've got 23/8 times 4/3. Oh, that gives us this one and this one. And what has happened here? Does it look like they cross-canceled? Nope, those are pretty big numbers. So you've got to not cross-cancel to get one of these answers. And then you can cross-cancel if you want to just make it a little simpler. So let's do 23 times 4 gives us what? You figure it out. 23 times 4, go. What do we get? 92, good. And 8 times 3 is 24, good. Okay, let's figure that one out. Which one's our answer then? A is our answer. Now, let's go back. You could do 92 divided by 24, but I'm going to go back and I want to cross-cancel because it makes my life so much easier. Can 3 and 23 be divided by anything? No. Can 8 and 4 be divided by anything? Yes. What can they both be divided by? 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now we have 23 times 1 is 23, and 2 times 3 is 6. So this is 23 divided by 6. Oh. Okay, do we have it? What do we get? Okay, 3 and 5, 6 is what I heard. 3 times 6 is 18. Subtract, that becomes my remainder. And you're absolutely right. Good job. So which one is it? G and A. Good. Okay. So again, tomorrow, you will probably see this. These ones you need to not cross-cancel. These ones you can go back and cross-cancel. If I would have done 92 divided by 24, what would have been the answer? Same thing, 3 and 5, 6, right? Because you would have got something with 24s, and then you would have had to simplify again. Okay? Okay. Number 4, a rectangle rug measures 5 1/4 feet long and 8 2/7 feet wide. What is the area of the rug in square feet? What do we need to do? We need to find the area. How do we find area? Length times width. So what are we going to do? Multiply what? Good. 5 1/4 times 8 2/7. Okay, so what do we need to do first? Change them into improper fractions. Go. Get to the point where you have both improper fractions and then stop. Go. Okay, what is 5 1/4 as an improper fraction? 21/4. Good. What is 8 2/7? Not Kelly, someone else. 8 2/7 as an improper fraction. Yes. 58/7. Good. All right, now look at that big, huge problem right there. What shall we do to not have to do such large multiplication? Cross cancel. Can 21 and 7 be divided by anything? Yes, thank heavens, right? Hey, what can they both be divided by? Ooh, that 7 can be divided by 3. They can both be divided by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 21 divided by 7 is 3. Now, 4 and 18, or 58. I had already started doing the problem. Can they be cross-canceled? Ooh, they're both even. So they both can be divided by what? 2. 4 divided by 2, 4 is, or 4 divided by 2 is 2. 58 divided by 2. Well, if I don't know that, I can hurry and do this, right? 18 divided, 29. Now, has that made it a little easier? Okay, what are we going to do? 3 times 29 and 2 times 1. Go. Okay, what's 3 times 29? Oh, I heard a very quiet number. What is it? 87. And 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, what is this? Good. 87 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Bring down our 7. 7 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract. Is there anything to bring down? So that becomes our numerator, and our divisor is our denominator. So what is the area? 43 1/2. Good. Hey, multiply. I'm going to leave you these 3 for you to do. Okay? So I'm going to come around and watch. What are you going to have to do to these mixed numbers? Improper fractions. So those of you that are at home can pause and figure these out and then fast forward. Okay, cool. We're doing 5, 6, and 7. Okay, what do you need to do next? Let's play 37 times 2. Eight times 8. 34. Okay, let's take about 2 more minutes. So we change that into 37.6. And it's 4 7 times 37.6, right? Did you subtract something? Oh, sorry. Yeah, 37 times 2, which is 74. Okay, 7 times 2. So it's 74 divided by 74. 3 plus cancel, right? 2, 3, 74 over 7 times 3. And so now you've done 74 divided by 21, right? Let's see where this is. There. Let's go and times 4. That's not 74. Alright, I'm going to quickly go through to check. This should go fast since you already did it. You can tell me quickly what to do, okay? So I want you to be checking yours as I am doing it. 4 sevenths times 6 and 1/6. What's the first thing I do? Improper fraction. So 6 times 6 is plus 1 is good. Times 4 sevenths. Can 7 and 37 be cross canceled? Anything they can be divided by? No. Can 4 and 6 be divided by something? Yes. What? 4 divided by 2 is? And 6 divided by 2 is? Okay, 2 times 37 is? 74. 7 times 3 is? 21. So 74 divided by 21. 3. Okay. 3 times, 4 is 84. So too big for 4. 3 times 21 is? You should be able to look on your papers. You've done this. 63. Good. Subtract. Is there anything to bring down? So this becomes my remainder, which becomes my numerator, and my denominator is 21. So through an 11/21. If you missed it, did you see where you went wrong? Okay, 2 5/8 times 9. What do I do first? Okay, 2 times 8 is 16 plus 5 is 16 plus 5. Did I do something wrong? Is that why? So 21/8 times 9. Now what do I do? Put 9 over 1. Good. Now what do I do? Is there anything that 8 and 9 can be divided by? Is there anything that 21 and 1 can be divided by? No, because it's 1, right? Okay, 21 times 9 is what? 189. 8 times 1 is 8. So 189 divided by 8. 18 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Bring down the 9. 29 divided by 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Subtract. Is there anything to bring down? Is 5 smaller than 8? So it becomes our numerator, and our denominator is, yep, so 23 and 5/8. Did we get it right? Did you see where you went wrong if you didn't get it right? Okay, last one. 3 and 3/4 times 1 and 2/5. What's the first thing I need to do? Mix numbers into improper fractions. 3 times 4 is, plus 3 is 15 fourths. Good. Times 1 times 5 plus 2. Okay, is there anything 4 and 7 can be divided by? No, is there anything 15 and 5 can be divided by? What can both of those be divided by? 5. 15 divided by 5 is, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. 3 times 7 equals 21. 4 times 1 equals 4. 21 divided by 4. 5 and 1/4. There, give yourself a pat on the back if you got all 3 of those right. If you didn't, did you see where you went wrong? Did you correct it? Okay, flip it over. The diagram shows the dimensions of a mirror. Write an equation to model how to find the area of the mirror in square feet. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to multiply. So, and we need an equation. So if I just put the answer there, am I going to get it wrong? Yes, I need an equation. So what's my equation going to be? Times 2 and 3/5. Good. 7/8 times 2 and 3/5. What do we need to do to our mixed number? Okay, 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3 is 13 what? Fifths. Good. 7/8 times 13/5. Is there anything that can be divided by 7 and 5? No. Is there anything that 8 and 13? No. So we just do what? Multiply straight across. Okay, 13 times 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry the 2. 7 times 1 plus 2. So we have 91. What? 8 times 5 is 40. Good. 91 divided by 40. 40 times what gives me the number close to 91? 2. 2 times 40 is 80. Subtract 1 minus 0 and 9 minus 1. Is there anything to bring down? So this becomes my numerator, and my denominator is my divisor. Okay, is that in simplest form? Good. Okay, so it equals what? 2 and 11/40ths, but it also said in square feet. So what do we need to do as a label? How do I do square feet? Yep. Squared feet looks just like that. Okay, tomorrow if you do not have an equation, when it says equation, you will miss it. Okay, you need to be careful and see what it's asking you to do. Okay, Terrence gave 1 2/3 cups of water to each of his 8 plants. What equation can be used to find how many cups of water he gave to all of his plants? Okay, so if he's got 1 2/3 and he's given it to 8 plants, what do we need to do? What do you think? We're going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Nick? Oh, okay. So that's what my brain first did, because right, it feels like he's giving out his water. But did it say that he gave only 1 2/3 cups to 8 plants? Or he gave 1 2/3 cups to each of his 8 plants? Each. So one plant gets what? 1 2/3 cups. The second plant gets what? 1 2/3 cups. The third plant gets what? 1 2/3 cups. Do you see the difference between that? We're not splitting up 1 2/3 cups. If that was the case, then yes, we would divide. But we're giving each plant 1 2/3 cups. So it sounds like repeated addition, right? Which is also what? Multiplication. So what are we doing? Multiplying. So what is my equation? 1 2/3 times 8. Yep. 1 2/3 times 8. Okay, what do I do to this mixed number? Yep, 3 times 1 is, plus 2 is, 5/3 times 8. Now what? Yep. Okay, go. Tell me what 5/3 times 8 is. Oh, can I leave it as an improper fraction? No. Okay, let's see if you're correct. Okay, what's 5 times 8? What's 3 times 1? Say it. Okay, now everybody say it. Good. 40 divided by 3. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, Dad's not scared. 4 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 4 minus 3 is, bring down my 0. 10 divided by 3. 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract. There's nothing to bring down, so this becomes my numerator, and my divisor is my denominator. Okay, so it equals what? 13 1/3 what? Cups. So he would have gone 13 1/3 cups. Okay, it takes 1.5 hours to fly from Chicago to New York. It takes 7 5/6 times longer to drive. How many hours does it take to drive from Chicago to New York City? What tells us what we need to do in there? There it is. Good. 7 5/6 times longer. So what are we going to do? 1 1/2 times 7 5/6. Good. Go. What's 42 plus 5? Yeah, you better go back and make that 47. All right, here we go. I want you to see if you've done something wrong. I want you to see where you've gone wrong. Okay, what's 1 1/2 with an improper fraction? 3 halves times what's 7 and 5/6 is an improper fraction. 47/6. Good. Okay, can 2 and 47 be divided by anything? No, because 47 is odd, right? Can 3 and 6 be divided by anything? Yes, they both can be divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 1 times 47 is 47. 2 times 2 is 4. Now what? Good, I heard it. 47 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is what? 1. Bring down the 7. 7 divided by 4 is 1. Is there anything to bring down? So that becomes my numerator. So it takes how long does it take to drive? Good, 11 3/4 hours. Good. Okay, Owen made 4 1/4 quarts of lemonade. He served 4/9 of the lemonade to his friends. How many quarts of lemonade did Owen serve to his friends? What in there tells us what we're going to do? There it is. 4/9 of. The of tells us to do what? Yes, because we're finding out what 4/9 of 4 and 1/4 is. Okay, so 4/9 times 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1 is, what's the denominator? Oh, look how nice that's going to cross cancel. Okay, can 9 and 17 be divided by anything? Can 4 and 4 be divided by anything? Yes, 4 divided by 4 is? 4 divided by 4 is? 1. Good. 1 times 17 is? 9 times 1 is? Okay, tell me what it is. 17 divided by 9. 9 times what gives me a number close to 17? Because 2 is what? 18. Quick, right? Okay, 17 minus 9. 8. That becomes my, I'm going to erase this so it's out of the way, numerator, and my denominator is So how do I know that 8/9 is in simplest form? Okay, your numerator is 1 less than the denominator. Okay, so how many quarts? Quarts, good. Okay, number 12, the diagram shows the dimension of a mural painted on a school wall. What is the area of the mural in square meters? How do we find area? Length times width. So what are we going to multiply? Good. Okay, 5 1/2. Let's change it into an improper fraction. 5 times 2 is? Plus 1 is? So 11 halves times 3 times 2 is? 3 times 2 is? 6 plus 2 is? 8 thirds. Okay, can 2 and 8 be divided by something? What can they be divided by? 4. There's nothing times 4 that gives you 2, right? But they can be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is? 1. 8 divided by 2 is? 4. Is there anything that 11 and 3 can be divided by? Besides 1. We know that everything can be divided by 1, right? Okay, so what they can't be. 11 times 4 is? 44. 1 times 3 is? 3. Tell me what it is. Good. 44 divided by 3. 4 divided by 3 is? 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract. Bring down the 4. 14 divided by 3 is? 4 times 3 is? 12. 14 minus 12 is? 2. Is there anything to bring down? No. So that becomes my numerator, and my divisor is? Good. How do I know that that's in simplest form? Good. Numerator is 1 less than the denominator. So 14 and 2/3 what? Squared meters. Okay, Miss Garcia lives 9 3/4 miles from her office. She lives 2 4/5 times as far from her sister's apartment. Write an equation to model the solution to the problem. Okay, what tells us what to do? Equation. Okay, so what's our equation going to be? Good. Okay, now, why did you say times? Because it says 2 4/5 times. Good. Okay, 9 3/4 times 2 4/5. What's the first thing I do? Yep. Okay, 4 times 9 is? 36 plus 3 is? 39 what? Fourths times 2 times 5 is? 10 plus 4 is? 14 fifths. Oh. Is there anything that 5 and 39 can be divided by? No, because 39 doesn't end in a what? 5 or 0. Anything 4 and 14 can be divided by? 2. 4 divided by 2 is? 2. 14 divided by 2 is? 7. That's going to make it a little easier, right? Okay. So now what do I do? 39 times 7 is? 9 times 7 is? 63. Put down the 3, carry the 6. 7 times 3 is? 21 plus 6? 27. So it equals 273. 2 times 5 is? 10. Okay, 273 divided by 10. Knock, knock, knock. We have to go here. 27 divided by 10 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. Subtract 7. Oh, that was too big. Bring down my 3. Okay, 73 divided by 10 is 7. 7 times 10 is 70. So that 3 becomes my numerator, and my denominator is good. So it equals what? 27 and 3/10. So how many miles does Miss Garcia live from her sister's apartment? Good. 27 and 3/10 miles. Okay, so today you're going to take this home and make sure you understand how to do it. Your assignment that you're going to turn in today is this page here. If you did not write everything down and show me all the work that you needed to do, you don't get to turn it in. There's some of you that are just sitting and waiting till the answer is given to you. So if you didn't show me all the work, like what's on my paper, you have some work to do to show me. If you have, you're going to turn it into the math basket as your assignment today. Okay?